I asked him, I got on the phone with him and I said, Dad, I have no clue what to value this company at. We're 6 months into it. We have 80,000 in sales. Um, how do you possibly evaluate something like this? And he's like, you just got to make up a number, man, and then have a reason why it's that number. And I was like, well, how do we do that? So he kind of broke it down. He's like, well, how much do you think you're going to profit this year? Let's give yourself, a multiple in the industry is probably, for where you're currently at, is going to be at least a 5X because you're so early. This industry is going to get at least that for e-commerce. He's like, you could even kind of justify that it would be higher because you're so early. And then he said, what do you think you're going to be at the end of the year if you air on Shark Tank? And, that was kind of like, hey, we're going to be at least this number. Give us the lowest multiple, which would be a 5X on it right now. And we should be at least $1 million in the valuation. And he's like, well, as long as you can explain it to them, it's going to be very hard for them to argue against that. And that's where it came from. I did ask my advisor at Cuban Companies, I was like, how do you possibly evaluate a company that early? And he's like, man, it's kind of like whatever they can prove or explain to us is what it's worth. We then it's just kind of a feel at that point. So went in there and, that's exactly what I did, kind of just explained to them why I thought it was that. They agreed. And I ended up getting that valuation that I put on it.